What it do, homies? We out here with some more SABATON. This time we are checking out their song, newly released song. Now they released the lyric video, and then I'm getting really slow at reacting to some of these. Right, this came out on the 24th, so I'm not too terribly far behind. But this is the actual music video. I was gonna do a lyric video, but it's been a minute since I've seen a music video by SABATON, so especially a new one. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. This is Latin. Starting off a song with epic choirs. Can't go wrong. Okay, so of course they haven't lost their touch when it comes to production, right? It's always going to be of the highest caliber, and they credit people a lot. This is my first SABATON reaction. I have so many reactions to a lot of their songs, not all of them, like 4 albums even I got reactions to it. So if this is your first time to my channel, so their production has always been top peak, top notch, but it gets to the point to where you're just like, how much better can it get? And they say, well, wait till the next video, my guy. Look at this, man. This is cinematic type stuff, right? The type of stuff, big budget stuff be putting out, right? Shout out to everybody involved.
Protect the border, Jerusalem calling the name. Burn it hell! God's call, holy order, Knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars and the march, charge from the temple mount.
You know what? Hold on. I'm forgetting the lead singer's name. Was it Joachim? SABATON lead singer. Yeah, it was Joachim. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So, oh my goodness. I told you guys it's been a minute since I've heard some SABATON, and it seems like he has accessed an even blood curdling, almost kind of register to his voice, the way that he's singing. He's still making it sound so melodic. Whole lot of practice went into that, man. Oh, I just gotta hear it just one more time.
The holy order, ignite the flame, protect the border, Jerusalem calling the name. Burn it hell! God's call, holy order, Knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars and the march, charge from the temple mount.
Another thing, look, who wouldn't want to be in a scene like this, right? Action, right? Start going in there. Like, obviously this stuff is choreographed, but you're dressed in full almost head to toe armor that they would have worn in the old days, because they do their research, they get it down to a perfect T, and you get to go in there and film, do all this stuff, like, choreograph kicks and swords and shields. I don't even know where they're at. They'll probably have that in the credits somewhere where they actually filmed this. But this is so legit looking.
Judgment awaits in the kingdom of heaven, a royal betrayal, accusal of sin, lies of a king, and papal damnation, demise of the order, this fight they can't win. False accusations, blow out the flame, assassinations, Jerusalem still calls the
what I need help, guys, with is, outside of, it's kind of like holy warriors and everything, like fighting for, on behalf of God and whatnot. What what made the Templars so strong? Like, what really gave them their status? You know what I mean? I mean, of course, you can say, we're as strong as we are, because of God. You know what I mean? But for, the less believing people, right? The people who are more like kind of like logic thinking, you know what I mean? Or the non-believers or whatnot. What is y'all take on why the Templars were as strong as they were? Because I don't know much about them now that I think about it, outside of, Assassin's Creed. You have your run-ins with Templars and everything. And the funny thing about it is that there's probably a lot of exposition and information about the Templars in there that I've read that I've forgotten. I'm gonna have to take a look into it. But aside from that, like, what else made them as strong? Organization. This was during the time where the church was not separated from the state. I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously, but let me know. They spared no expense.
False accusations, put out the flames. Assassinations, Jerusalem still calls the name.
So cool. Oh.
Call holy orders, knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars on the march, charge from the temple. God's call, holy orders, knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple.
Praise.
God's own chosen
Phrasing. Love it.
Templars on the march, charge from the temple mount.
Yeah, there's a story behind this. There's always a story, right? Because, oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Legends say in the year 1307, King Philip of France is drowning in debt to the Templar order. As in, okay, at his wit's end, the king desperately dispatches letters of arrest, falsely accusing the Knights Templars of heresy and blasphemy. These orders were set to be executed on Friday, 13th of October. This is very interesting, right? He says arrest falsely accusing the Knights Templars of heresy and blasphemy. I'm sitting there thinking that there probably were people of little to no faith that joined the Templars, mainly because, it more likely probably provided stability to their life. It provided them coin, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Templars, again, I don't know much about them, were undone from the inside. I wouldn't be surprised. But okay, so some greatly needed explanation as what's going on here. It says legends say, right? So we don't know. So they stormed the castle to cover up. They stormed the castle to cover up the heresy, right? It says dispatches letters of arrest falsely accusing the Knight Templars, right? So those are the orders, I believe, that they burned. But why would you need to do that? The non-guilty, right? If you're not guilty, you ain't got nothing to worry about. So, see, now I got to look into the Templars. Now I got to do it. I do read all my comments in these videos, so y'all help me out down there. epic production as usual. We got the credits here. Warrior Knights. You know, obviously some of these people I'm not gonna know who they are. Black Knight. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I just see the horse got credit? You gotta credit the horse. Horse did a fantastic job. Holly, good job, Holly. You know, stole the show. Awesome stuff as usual. Let me see here in the end. Do they got another album coming out? Let's see here. Templars, no. Okay, some updates. This is just a standalone song for what it looks like. But anyways, let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.